Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Aries monthly Tarotscope. So this is going to be the Aries April Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, Aries, we're going to see what you guys have going on for you for the month of April. It's probably going to be, there's probably going to be a lot going on, a lot of energy. It's a very high energy month, especially for you, because everything that we're dealing with astrologically right now is happening in the sign of Aries. So just be really mindful just of your energy overall over the next month. Mercury is in retrograde in the sign of Aries. So just be mindful of how you're communicating, especially communicating like your purpose, your intentions, communicating with the proper boundaries. Make sure you're standing up for yourself during this time. The eclipse is in the sign of Aries. The new moon is in the sign of Aries next week. The North Node right now is in Aries. So in a lot of aspects, all of this energy is kind of pushing and activating you specifically to really kind of stand in your truth and honor who you are and discover who you are and kind of be fearless with that and move forward with your own authenticity. So let's see what messages your guides have for you right now. The strongest message wanting to come through for you. If you're looking for a soulmate or you're wanting, wow, don't take any exes back during this time. If you're looking for a soulmate, if you're looking for a partner, if you're looking for relationships that balance you out, that can sustain you, that match your energy, that are healthy and beneficial and what you desire. If you're looking for more balanced relationships, you're being guided to start with getting rid of the people in your life that are not a match to you. Like, in order to allow that soulmate energy in, you need to be letting go of people, friendships, family, anything, like letting go of people in your life who are not a match to you. Because we're always going to attract mirrors, right? And sometimes it's going to be a direct reflection of us, and sometimes we're going to attract people who are the complete opposite, right? The inverted energy of us. And so you're not really meant to accept every single person that is drawn to you, right? You're meant to kind of be selective. And if the people that you're connected to now are not in alignment to what you're working towards in yourself, like, you do not need to allow that energy in. If you are allowing people in that are draining your energy, that are not in this, like, not resonating with your own values, letting them in is just saying that you want more. At the same time, don't accept the potential of what somebody could be. Don't nurture a relationship because of the potential if what you're sitting in right now is not what you want. And I know that kind of sounds shitty, and it sounds like, you know, you're supposed to love people as they are, and you're supposed to accept people as they are and grow with people. And yes, that's true. But if connecting to somebody who is who is not giving you, like, is not giving of anything of value in the current moment, then it's not doing either of you any good. I also feel that there's a message that you have to you have to remove the weeds first in order to be able to grow properly. In order to be able to grow properly, especially in your relationships, the weeds have to be removed first. So even if, say, for example, you have this really beautiful relationship and you have this family member over here who doesn't approve of the relationship, who is constantly interfering in the relationship, then it's important to put up boundaries towards that, because you need to be mindful of the things that are interfering with what you are trying to accomplish yourself. You're 100% like in alignment with what you want. You're in alignment with wish fulfillment. The stars are aligned for you right now because you're Aries. The stars are aligned for you to step into your purpose, which means that everything is in alignment with Aries energy right now. And so if you use this energy to your advantage, you can manifest and have anything that you want. And that means dream bigger, ask for more, dig deeper. I do feel that there's a need to kind of change direction this month, like change how you go about getting the things that you want. Change how you're going about manifesting, because you're manifesting bigger. You're opening up to bigger. And I feel like there's a need to kind of change how you're doing that, because the energy that you've been sitting in has been maybe connected to more negative things in the past. And I don't feel that you're still connected to or still dealing with this energy from the past. I feel like you've overcome it. You've gained the wisdom. You're moving forward. But I do feel like you're going to have to change how you're dealing with people moving forward. Like, so you don't get yourself into the same negative situation that you've just pulled yourself out of. If you're typically somebody who is a giver, right? When you step into a relationship, you give your all, you give 100%, and you've just spent all this time getting out of a relationship. You stepped into the relationship with that mindset and that energy, and you were completely taken advantage of, right? It's not that you have to change who you are, right? But understand, moving forward, you don't have to instantly give everything, to the relationship, right? Over giving is basically giving people the key to take advantage of you. And it's not, you know what I mean? Let me get one more on this. Yeah, it's like you're really being guided to really change the way you're moving and move more in connection, move along the path that is connected to your purpose. Like, make decisions and make choices that are going to align with what your end goal is. Aries energy has a tendency to be very reactive to everything that's going on in your physical world. Aries tends to be, more instinctive, because Aries is just a very masculine energy, period. But I feel like by connecting more to the long-term goal, the long-term vision, connecting more to your goals, your bigger goals, connecting more to your spiritual path, your spiritual purpose. I feel like it's going to help it to where you're like able to follow your energy. Like instead of just following your intuition or reacting to your gut or reacting to your instincts, I feel like you're really getting in tuned with your energy and able to kind of move in that way and judge situations by the energy that you're feeling and work through difficulties more effectively. I do feel that for some of you, like you've been putting in like a lot of work and effort in getting out of like a very dark situation. And I feel like things are just going to suddenly shift for you and things are going to start flowing to you very easily. I feel like you can be selective. You can be comfortable being picky and choosy right now. Like you don't have to accept everything that's coming towards you. All right, let's get just a little bit more on what this is. Yeah, like you're feeling all of this like burst of energy. So if you're feeling anxious in all of this energy, give yourself a goal to work towards. Give yourself something that's going to benefit you. Like put your energy into something that's going to benefit you. You're showing up as the Queen of Wands. Like you're owning your energy this month. You're feeling good about your energy. The Queen of Wands is also somebody, it's like you're in creative control of your life right now. Your manifesting energy this month is very powerful. I also feel like your presence is felt. Your power is felt. If that makes sense. But I feel like there's some kind of third-party situation that needs to be dealt with. Either you're in a relationship where there's some sort of third party involved, you've been hurt by third-party situations in the past, or there are... third party is not just like love triangles, right? It's anything that is causing an interference in a relationship. So whether it be friendships, whether it be work, whether it be family, there's some connections in your life that you need to choose in your relationships. You need to choose. This isn't that you're dealing with somebody who needs to make a choice between you and another person. And even if you're dealing with somebody like that, what they're saying is you're the one that needs to choose right now. You're the one that's in creative control. You're the one that's in control. You're the one that needs to be in control right now. There's relationships that you have that are causing more harm than good. And I kind of feel like for some of you, it's like these connections or this one particular connection, like it's not all bad. Like there's good in this. Like this relationship, it's like, it's not all bad times, but there is something that it's like preventing, it's making it to where you can't effectively connect to your soulmate. or to a higher level love, or to a higher sense of purpose. I kind of feel like there's some message in here where there's a need to acknowledge what your desires are, the things that you're passionate about, the things that activate that kind of energy in you, that passionate energy within you, that energy to like move. Those things versus what you feel an emotional, loving connection to, like your emotional desires, your emotional needs. For whatever reason, I feel like those are conflicting right now. I feel like those need to, in some way, you need to find a way to align those. And the way to kind of find out how to align that is to look at what is it that you're trying to achieve long term? What are the values that are important to you long term? What is the legacy that you're wanting to kind of leave in your life? Where is it that you see yourself 10 years from now? Because I feel like you're kind of in this situation. Some of you, it might be that you have two different people to choose from, or it's like you're in kind of two different worlds almost. And one path is like comfortable, and the other path is going to lead you to like this ultimate soulmate. But it's like your desires right now are not healthy desires, or you need to acknowledge that. Like the things that you're typically attracted to in partners might not necessarily be healthy things, and maybe that's something that needs to be examined a little bit more. Or the way that your relationships, like energy wise, like there's something within, like the desires, the passionate energy is not matching the emotional energy, and something about that needs to mesh up. And for some of you, it really is that you're needing to decide between two people. Somebody is, comfort. Somebody is like, this person's routine. But it's like there's something about it, like it never grounds down. It never gets consistent. There's never any structure around it. And it's like letting the passionate energy of everything override the consistency and the stability and the commitment aspect of it. Because I feel like this month, you're kind of being guided to let go of what's preventing you from having what it is that you want. I feel like there are things that are really good that are happening in your life, and there are relationships that you have that aren't necessarily outwardly bad or outwardly toxic, but they're not encouraging growth. They're not in alignment with your purpose. They're not in alignment with your inner light, with what it is that you're wanting to achieve. It's like you're dealing with people and there's no purpose. There's no purpose to the relationship, or you need to ask yourself, what is the purpose of this relationship? Because I feel like for some of you, there might be somebody in your life that is too comfortable in their position in your life, and they're not really adding a lot of anything. They're just getting very comfortable. Yeah, you're going to have to take the action this month. You might have people competing for your attention. You might have two people in competition for you. You have choices this month, and I feel like the choices that you're being guided to make, the decisions that you're being guided to make is like, do the things that seem to be a little bit more uncomfortable right now, while you have the energy to do it. And that means the need to communicate very clearly to somebody what your expectations are. Being very clear about what you want for your long-term future, what you're working towards, and being aware of what is not going to fit into that. I also kind of feel like in your relationships with other people, if you're just as a whole dealing with relationships that never seem to get very grounded, or there's no direction in it, or you feel like it's not moving beyond the friend zone, I feel like you need to stop letting it be up to that person. I feel like it needs to be spoken what your expectations are, and that you are looking for commitment instead of being receptive and waiting for the other person to make any sort of move. And I feel like for some of you, that might be the third party interference, is that there's not that communication put out on the table of what your expectations are. And so you might be waiting for somebody to do the right thing, but you're not even telling them what you are wanting, what is right for you. And I feel like it just might need to be spoken. And if you're sick of people not taking you seriously or taking things too lightly, I feel like you need to kind of change how you're interacting with the people that you're dealing with. Yeah, because there might be people that you're just kind of flowing with, in and out, but I feel like you're just not happy with these connections, and I feel like it needs to be said. It needs to be communicated. It needs to be dealt with, because I definitely feel that there's a really positive relationship, a soulmate connection that that is in your energy right now, that is moving towards you, that you're meant to be moving towards. But I feel like because of the other energy you're connected to, you're not necessarily seeing the soulmate energy very clearly. And whatever it is that you're needing to let go of, it's something that's been in your life for a long time. It's a person that's been in your life for a long time. It's somebody who you've been loyal to for a long time, or you feel has been loyal to you. But there's not any feelings that are communicated. And it leaves too much to the imagination. If you're dealing with a relationship that for whatever reason the feelings have not been communicated, you're the one that's in control of this. And by you taking the action towards what you want and communicating your feelings, that's going to get you out of this cycle that you are in. I feel like you absolutely are in the energetic space to have everything you want in your relationships, in your partnerships, just in general as a whole. You're connecting to a very powerful soulmate during this time. But I feel like the first step in that this month is going to be making things balanced in your life to allow this energy in, focusing on not just the practical needs, not just the passionate needs, but your emotional needs and your feelings as well. Some of you, I feel like, are holding on to somebody or holding on to a person because you love this person. You're saying, I love this person. I love this person. But like, if you like re-evaluated this, you might think differently of this. I also feel like you're healing your own masculine energy right now. Whether you're male or female, you're healing your own masculine energy right now, and that is going to create a shift in the type of people that you're wanting into your life. Some of you are connected to a Leo, or have a lot of Leo in your chart. And the energy of Leo, it's that very fire, exciting energy. It's that passionate energy. It's masculine energy, but it also has that heart center space. Your passions need to match your soul. Your passions need to be in alignment with what your heart wants. And if they're not, and if you're saying you can't have both, yes, you can. And so it's important to acknowledge what belief that you're holding on to that is keeping you from thinking. If you might be the type of person that thinks that in order to have a healthy relationship, that there's not going to be any passion to it. But that is absolutely not the case. But when we think that way, it's because we've been in so many toxic relationships that have that element of like all of this passion, but all of that passion, that up and down energy, that feeling that you can't live without somebody, that is not signs of a soulmate. That is actually signs of your inner child wounds being triggered, right? So I feel like that's something maybe that you need like look into a little bit more. Like sometimes we get these rush of feelings because there's trauma being activated, and we need to acknowledge that. And so overall, like, you have a choice. I feel like there is this significant soulmate energy around you, and I feel like it's somebody that you're not really taking a lot of notice of right now, or is not very active in your life right now. And I feel like it could also be that you're wanting this in a relationship, but you're settling for comfort until the right time, and you need to align those two energies together. Bring the discomfort in order to get things moving forward. Match your desires with your emotions, and that's how you get moving forward. Have a great month. Bye.